because for some reason it likes to cut in and cut out. I don't. Okay, so I guess we're on. All right, we're on. Okay.
We're on.
Hi everybody, what's up? This is our pre-show. We're just waiting for our other guest, Janelle, to show up. So right now it's just gonna be like nothing but shenanigans, whatever. And as you can see, say on the back, whatever, because this is all colorful, it's all nice and shit, Instead of me promoting to you guys, I just say, hey, for right here, you go to YouTube, and for here you go to Twitter. See? I'm an Aries. That's good.
That's a
Yeah,
great
but
job.
anyway,
Great.
thank you.
My fellow Aries. My fellow
Thank
Aries.
you. Thank you. Thank
Hey,
you.
Chris.
Fuck you,
Chris.
Leos. You ain't
Chris,
nobody.
go to the chopper. Do the chopper.
But yeah, everybody, welcome to the show. We first we're gonna be getting underway in a little bit. Suzette, she is here. So we're going to have a lot of fun with her. We're literally going to dissect her brain. No, I'm not talking about no Jeffrey Dahmer shit. No, we're gonna talk about the business. We're gonna talk about CM Punk situation. We're gonna talk about Black wrestling. We're gonna talk about a lot of shit, and that's going to be for the first hour. Then the second hour, we're going to have a little bit of trivia, which Mr. Man down here, or Ray over here, he's going to be moderating. So
let's go.
But yeah, so how y'all weeks been?
Whoa! Look at the shirt. Look at the Bray Wyatt shirt. The Eater of
You know what?
Shirt.
I'm just noticing. I am just noticing that. Like, what the hell?
Because it blends in background.
I see we got our like background.
Everybody looks real nice tonight. I feel like we only did that because there are females on the show. It's not cool.
I do want to.
Really, bro?
I do.
Really?
I do thank All Star for this lovely background. Thank you.
I mean, bro, I could have did that for you.
You got the newest logo too. He got the newest logo.
I could have did it, but I feel bad now. But whatever.
I'll have you design another one for me. How about that?
No, I'm good. I'm straight. I got my design. Like I ain't need no help.
Now he wants to be a Christian today, y'all.
No. At the end of the day, I'm a Christian. So just want to let you know that, yes, Christian. Yes. Mm-hmm. Hey, McQuarrie, what's going on? What's going on, Mike Brown?
Check out Trey's backpack. This is a Trey's other backpack.
Oh, why?
That's fire though.
No, I don't. That looks like something that should belongs on a toilet seat.
It's odd for me to feel like this is fire, especially on a Sunday, but that's fire.
Hold on, let me do this.
Trey's other backpack. The kid's spoiled. Go figure.
Oh, what's going on, David? You doing?
Hey, wifey.
Oh, that's your wife?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Your husband is full of trouble. Just want you to know that.
Yo, I want to know how much money do y'all invest in the Jerry Curl activator?
Oh,
excuse me?
This is all natural right here.
Are we really looking at the Soul Glow right now? Like, really? Or are you coming out?
This is juice and berries right here. You heard?
That's the wrong movie. It's the wrong movie. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. Hold on. She said she's trying to come in. Oh, she is here. Oh shit. Hold on. Dude, why Reese does okay. Hold on 1 second.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing? You know what? That is totally like my fault. I didn't press down. So I am sorry about that.
I'm not even used to whatever this is. So I was like, am I doing this right?
No, that was just like totally my fault. But yeah, we can go ahead and get started. So Rocky and Reese is here. That kind of threw me off a little bit. So should we get him on as well? Because we can have two moderators if you want to do it that way. How you guys want to do that?
Well, that was clever.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So we'll just have two moderators in the room. Okay. So, Mr. Reese, welcome to the show.
Hey,
All right.
what's up, everybody?
Okay. So, Janelle, we're gonna
Yes.
put you in the green room for a second, and
Okay,
we're gonna
Go ahead,
get underway.
He's putting you down in catering.
All right.
Don't let him be nice to you.
Actually, the only one he is next to. So
No,
Huh?
I believe that.
I said I'm
What
the
happened?
only one he actually is nice to. So
I am. Yes. Listen, me and Janelle, I love
Fair.
her.
yeah,
I love her. So,
like the sun.
yes.
Okay, so y'all go ahead. I'll go back into the little room.
Yeah.
All right.
Enjoy
Cool.
Chris's catering food. I guarantee you it's not good.
Shut your ass up. I mean, listen.
Better than that Titus mac and cheese.
No. It's better than that potato salad that he put in with raisins. But that's that's
A
white
little
people shit.
razzle dazzle.
Yes, he does. That's no damn rap. Yeah,
Let's see.
he
10
does.
minutes and we already got the potato salad for Eason.
Oh,
I'm trying to
God.
tell
It's a
you.
little razzle dazzle.
But Janelle,
That's-
we'll get at you in a second, sweetie.
Sounds good.
All right. All right, y'all. Let's get underway. Give me 1 second. I can find I am really okay. All right, let's get underway.
Let's go to work.
Welcome to hashtag Hills for Life Wrestling Podcast, episode 199. Oh my God, I am your host, Mr. Sugar Nipples, Mr. T Briggett, Mr. Disrespectful, the black motherfucker that gives you life every motherfucking Sunday. Okay? All right. Yes. I got Jesus in me right now. Yes. Hallelujah.
All of a
Yeah,
sudden.
how you doing? How y'all doing? Y'all, I mean, y'all acting like y'all are like new to this shit.
We weren't
sure
if you're done yet. You're going a 30-minute rant.
I'm done. I'm done.
DJ Red Flags, the heel that you love to hate.
Yeah, I am Rocket Reese, and of course, I am the slightly bearded baby face compared to my twin brother from another mother up there.
Jared All-Star. That was a perfect segue, Reese. We're getting nice with this. It's the bearded baby face. Yeah, man. Heels for life. I'm kind of a tweener, though. I'm excited. I'm excited about the theme tonight. I'm excited.
He saw they bought his Sunday best out, his Eater of Worlds shirt.
You know, I mean, I'm from the place where the song "He Got the Whole World in His Hands" really, that's where it came from. You know, so.
Oh my God. But yes, tonight, everyone, we have a special show. This is not going to be like our, regular shows where we sit down, talk about WWE, talk about AEW. It's mainly going to be just a conversation with us, with our beautiful female special guest tonight. Number one, Miss Suzette Victoria. She's from Hit Club Pro Wrestling. She was actually one of the baddies for Jade from AEW, which I had to go back to that episode. I'm like, oh shit, that's her. Oh shit. But yeah, she's a promoter and she does a lot of great work in the wrestling in the indie scene. So I cannot wait to chop it up with her. And then also we have Janelle from the Jobber Tears podcast. She has done the last 2 years, she's been on a grind. Her, Sir Wilkins, and Mr. Black, they actually were recognized in, I believe, the PWI magazine as one of the upcoming podcasts. Well, most recognized podcasts. So God, I love that bitch. I swear I love her. She, hey, every time I have like an issue, I can always go to Janelle. I love her. I'm giving her flowers because she deserves it. So, yeah, and she keeps inspiring me to, be better than what I was yesterday. So, without further ado, let's do the ladies thing.
Austin, that was funny, by the way.
Hey, y'all.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hey.
All right, so let's. Who wants to start off first?
I will. I got it.
No, I'm talking about the ladies, not you.
Well, there was questions. I was ready to go.
No, let them introduce themselves first. Like I just did the segue. I mean, damn, man.
You just gave me, so I don't know what you're looking for.
Thank you.
Well, first, let's bring you on the spot real quick. Who are you? They know you from the Jobber Tears, but anything else that you want to add, Miss Lady?
No, I mean, really can't outdo you, but podcast, I am co-owner of Battle Club Pro here in New York. Me and co-partners Joe Morales and Red Ray. We just had our last show a few weeks ago for 2022, and then our first show for Royal Rumble here in New York, where we can host the match that everyone's been waiting for, which is Simon Miller versus Sir Wilkins. So stay tuned.
Cool. All right, Miss Suzette, you're next. Go ahead.
What's up? I'm Suzette, owner, promoter, whatever you want to call it, Club Pro. And yeah, I mean, you gave me an amazing introduction, so I don't really have anything to add.
I'll try. All right. Well, it's great to have you here. All right. Shoot, I guess we're gonna go ahead with the questions, I guess, with my co-host is very anxious tonight, so I'm trying to move my screen. Okay. All right. So what's your questions, Mr. Sir? How you want to start this off?
First of all, ladies, welcome. The first question I would like to ask you guys, how do you guys feel? How you ladies feel about the the showcasing of women in professional wrestling now, and where do you guys want to see it in the future?
I was like, let's go first.
I mean, you want to go
We
first?
gonna try and figure out who gonna go first.
y'all could say,
Rock, paper, scissors.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can play,
I'm about to say,
paper,
I feel
rock,
like this
scissors.
is that moment of like, but I'll go first. It's definitely come a long way. It still has a lot to progress. We've come from bra and panties to main eventing WrestleMania. That alone has speak volumes for itself. But definitely in the future, outside of like the all women shows, because those are dope. I've had that experience. But what I would want to see is just the same energy you give to the men, give to the women. The same time you give to the men, give to the women. Especially like even on the indies or just even on a professional level, the timing of the match could be 5, sometimes it could be 20. But I think working on finding giving the women the same energy, the same pay that they deserve. Like, it's a lot of things that need to improve, but I think the front of it has definitely over, even alone the past 5 years alone. Like, I was able to see 2 women of color, and no one can take that away from me, type of thing. So like we've come such a long way to be done. There's always room for improvement. There's never, it doesn't stop. 2 women of color main event WrestleMania doesn't mean that there's not more to do. And it takes all of us. Everybody here, everybody watching is responsible. And I think that's one thing that we don't talk about or we forget about is the fans is in control of teams. And I think the more we all put our dollars into what we support, whether it's, Battle Club Pro, Hit Club Pro, what have the passion for and you want to support, put those dollars where your mouth is.
Oh, okay.
Agreed. No, I was just the conversation, just holding women in the same regard as men. Like, I've been to conventions and shows where the lines are the longest for the women's wrestlers, so giving them the same regard. Like, I or a woman featured in an event. I've helped backstage at indie shows to start their own promotion, and I'm like looking at the card, looking at the call sheet, the little rundown, and women's match, it was one of the first 3 matches, and all the men's time limits are 15-minute time limit, 20-minute time limit, sometimes 30. When you look at the women's match, 8-minute time at the most, and it's like, like a lot of these women, they sell more. Just like, if you make it seem like they're important, if you put it out there and you give the fans this, and you say this is important, to respect it and hold it in that regard. So, I mean, women's wrestling sells, and they right now. I mean, like Janelle said, we do, we're growing, but we've come a long way, and all of that.
Okay.
So, and
Cool.
the 2, it was super emotional having, to main event wrestle. Well, yeah, pretty much main event WrestleMania. Like, that was a little girl, I would have never believed you. So, we've grown, honestly. And then what me and you are doing, 2 Black women out here. I mean, I'm in the South, so I had my struggles.
Where are you from?
Black
Where are you from, Suzanne?
women doing it. Yeah, South Carolina.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Hit Club, our shows have been in North Carolina. So yeah, we're in the South.
So are you guys like worldwide or just local, or like how do you go from like city to city, or do you just stay in South Carolina
Well, North Carolina, but that's the goal.
or North Carolina?
That's why I didn't want the name that like kind of ties down to a region or a state. Like I kind of want to move it around a little bit. Like we're based out of North Carolina. We're all not at it. I want to do something maybe in Atlanta and different places. The Hero is this weekend. The pre-show is pretty much Hit Club. We have a couple matches there. Black Jack, David Ali, Alexander Moss. So, you know, we're just kind of trying to take it over to everyone and not just be stuck to North Carolina.
Cool. Did anybody else have any questions for Suzette or Janelle?
Janelle, when we started tonight, you started by talking about one of your main events, I believe, for your next card. That's before the Royal Rumble. Would you like to expand a little more on that? Because you said you had Simon Miller versus who that night?
My amazing one. So a lot of people may or may not know that either watch the show or know us here co-host the Brothers of Destruction. Really, they both train. So almost 2 years at House of Glory, being trained by Amazing Red, and then the school under Battle Club, which is called Fallout Shelter. So he's been training to be a referee. That's just a little tidbit. But in terms of Sarbocus and Simon Miller, 2 years, like when we slam the first one, when in 2020, before COVID said no, co-main eventing. I was saying the first one because we actually really built a guys that work culture and with Simon Miller, and he's been training as well out in the UK, kind of like a battle of the podcast match. So we've been literally trying to do this match for 2 years, but it's been from the UK to the States. But finally, now where? So that's why the goal January is to do the match finally here in New York. In terms of main eventing, I want to go back to that because actually our first Jobber Slam, 2021, we had Swole versus and it was super important to do that just for me. As putting on a show was like a goal of mine. Never was something like I never really thought like we grow up as a fan and you just live in that fandom, but to actually kind of have your hand actual promoting, actual booking, creative, and Suzette can attest to that. Like all these pieces of actually don't know and don't understand. So to be able to kind of be in that and kind of get that experience, but also for the ladies to main event for Swole and so for Swole to tell us like she's never main evented anything. That was one title. So like for us, it was such a moment to give to her. Tasha Steele to be a part of because that's been seeing her grow from the indies and now on Impact. Like I think that's always been our essence, whether it's Battle Club Pro or Job Tears podcast. It's always the community. How do we give back to the people that always supported us, including the wrestlers? So I'm saying it was such an important thing, and having Job Wrestling 2 this year, it was always like how to. So like we had, Shane Taylor versus Dan Mauve. Like we did. Everybody was just so. We had the Faye Jackson's Grace Sweatpants Battle Royal at Job Wrestling 2 was dope. But just to have so many different, people, and it was like a barbecue feel, like how you do
the cookout.
The show is
the cookout.
That's
for the most part. The feel.
On Twitter.
Yeah, I'm not the Bluebird, so and he know that. So I can't appreciate
I've been trying to get you to come to the cookout for the
Not
longest,
happening.
but you know
Nope.
why?
Nope, not happening. Nope. Because like I told you, there's boundaries. You gotta.
What you mean boundaries? They ain't trying to get your number. They know that you dealing with Mike.
That's what you think.
They know
do
that.
Do you want to see how many DM counts I have? Try again.
You know that thing called block.
Well, I don't block nobody because I don't do that. But
Man, please, girl.
But I do. But I mean, that's just really what wrestling's all about. Is bringing everyone together. So whether it's here in the North or in the Midwest, like it's just super important to have a base. Right. Because my goal is to do job of saying outside of New York. Now I got so like for me it's like, okay,
really?
How do I do this? So that's
what cities are you talking about?
Well,
I don't know.
Of course we got out in Charlotte. So North Carolina definitely is on the list. We have I always feel home, and where I feel home is where I kind of want. Honestly, I would love to either do it in Charlotte or in the DMV, like right outside, because they're really big in indie wrestling too, believe it or not. So those are kind of like would be Chicago for me, but that is like a another.
That's fine for me.
I know that's
right.
Not far from you.
I know it's not at all.
Say something.
Yes.
You haven't seen Matt Sydal wrestle live?
You said who?
Sydal, Evan Bourne. You ever seen him wrestle live?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't seen him wrestle live. Matter of fact, where he been at? Is he still on Dark?
He all over the place. I don't know, but he was in Jersey last night. That's where I was. It's hotter and so much better in wrestling in person than on TV. I will say
really
that.
So, like, what's different versus seeing him on TV and seeing him in person?
Just kind of, I guess, the energy and the connection I think he had with the individual he was wrestling can definitely make a difference. And fail to not mention how far chemistry goes along in the ring. Like, you don't gotta like it. You guys should still be able to create magic in the ring. So, I just had to tell you that because I was like, he is hot in person. I will say that.
Oh, he's not my type.
Like, I told him, I was like, you are so much cuter in person, sir.
Nah. Ain't he like fucking 50 years old or some shit?
That's even the point I'm trying to make. Like, we got Sprinkins.
So this is disrespect.
I know that was a little bit racist, going after his age, but I don't do pink meat.
I understood where he was going. No, Chris ain't no good.
I know. I'm worse in person. You know that. We just haven't drank yet. We haven't drank yet, but we will eventually. So let me ask you. Well, I will go back to that whole thing about Jobber Slam because you invited me to 2 of them and I couldn't make it to the other one because of my financial issues. But I told you that I will be coming to New York. However, I do want to kind of go back to when you, Sir Wilkins and Black had y'all podcast, and you were talking about, it was a particular subject that kind of caught my attention. You said something, it was either you or someone, I'm not too sure, but it was a conversation about WWE, or who would have been better to take Ring of Honor, WWE or Tony Khan. And you said that it would have been better if WWE took it. So I guess to retort on that, I really feel, respectfully, I will have to kind of disagree with you because I believe that some of us forget to mention that, what about WCW and what about ECW? I mean, that was mishandled. I mean, what about Evolution? I mean, let's talk about them companies that WWE has and it was mismanaged. So
I wouldn't
my question to
go
you
so
is
much
like,
in terms of the man. I mean, when you take over a company, you're gonna absorb some people and you're not over it. And at least with WWE, what you see in front is what you're gonna get.
mhm,
When it comes to when Tony took ROH, you don't know who signed. They don't have a weekly televised situation. There's no storyline. And the dysfunction of when they did ECW and
mhm,
they absorbed WWP. They had the whole Austin on the other side. They had the storylines to that.
mhm,
Not
mhm.
everybody is over. No matter what the company is, people are gonna be misused and used. Like wrestling.
Mhm.
Sorry, not sorry. The reason why I said the E would have handled it better is A for content. So where if they bought ROH and the live thing, ROH on Peacock right now. Whereas
Mm.
it was already hard enough to find ROH before Tony took it. Now it's even harder because it's like basically a band-aid over the scab. And the scab's still open to have a home. But
That's true.
that was why I felt like, and ultimately absorbed some of the talent. They could have, and they had options. You have Raw, you have SmackDown, you have options to kind of put them in there on a type of situation where now the like you giving the ROH world title is almost as important as the AEW world title. What are we doing? You know,
True.
like there just has to be some type of consistency, and it has to be of like, all right, if we're gonna keep ROH, then we're gonna keep it and we're gonna handle it. Actually has its home. Like it's like almost taking an adoption in the papers. Like that's what they're doing, and you know it could like Rampage could be ROH in a heartbeat if he was smart. Like just like
okay.
Then I don't understand why not make that decision. You already with an ROH person anyway. And you don't lock in the talent all the way and wrestle somewhere else and still like right now, Dawson Castle and the Bull Tag champions, right? Ask me if Dawson Castle has a contract.
Does he?
No. So you have a champion and he's not contracted. So like Dawson Castle get picked up anywhere.
But I thought the ones that lost the titles was the ones that didn't sign. So if Castle signed, why does he
he is a free agent, boo.
The fuck?
But this talking about mismanagement, you better look to the other side.
Here, I know Red Flags wanted to say something, and then I have a question as well. Go ahead.
Okay.
You touched this grazed over the whole mismanaging. As we see, the man's struggling right now. The man's on the struggle bus. He's running out of gas. The bus ain't rolling.
He's on rims. Bro, he's on rims.
Not rims.
Do you feel that this could be a situation where that he's going to lose almost everything because everything's so out of control?
Media scrum was kind of a low-key wake-up call, but then he still doesn't know how to manage. It's not gonna work. Like it's not gonna work. What frustrates me about AEW is Tony has pieces there backstage that is very utilized. You have Jerry Flynn, you have Dean Malenko, you have JR who was working in talent relations for like you have pieces to chessboard.
You know, that's funny because we have had that conversation multiple times, Janelle. me, T.O., and matter of fact, earlier we were just talking about the same thing that you were talking about. So they have all of these legends that's in the back, but they are not utilizing them, and for some
Not
reason,
using them. You guys are using for 30 seconds on Friday night.
right?
I'm pretty sure he could be used somewhere. It just don't make sense. Like you have the support, you have time that wants to help the company. Him signing 5
Right.
years was a sign of like, all right, this man get this ship together. Like
Mhm.
that was a clear indication of that. Jericho signed a clear sign of like you have people that are dedicated and want to actually help you, but the is beyond the outer space limits. You won't ever use. So it's like it's like damn if you do, damn if you don't. But really looking back, ultimate red flag. I mean, before biased but not biased was really swole. That was when Cody left, and no one, and it's okay. But Cody leaving, and then he didn't badmouth him. He just said, "I'm out." When somebody gives a quiet church usher out, like that is a red flag. Because
he ended racism.
Yep, Reverend Rhodes. Reverend Rhodes and his wife.
He quietly left. What?
If you don't leave a Liberty Iris alone, sir, adorable.
I'm saying, like, he put his little dashiki on or whatever. He ended racism and then left.
I welcome him to the African American Day Parade out here in New York anytime, Cody.
I ain't gonna.
You
can do it. You can do it.
Cody's invited to the cookout.
He's invited. You know the moment if you ever met Cody and y'all have a conversation, you fall in love with that man. Don't you?
I told you I don't do pig meat. I told you that.
All right.
That's Brandy, not me.
You say you had to smash. You had to smash. No, I just say you fall in love with it.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, clarify that.
So the question is, if we're discussing management and AEW, it was talking about it being mismanaged. As promoters, yourself and Suzette, what path do you encourage your wrestlers or people that you're cool with to follow? Like you're telling them to go, we're going to try to get you from this indie to this school to what exactly promotion? Like what is the end goal? Like behind the scenes, like what is the path?
Well, a lot of people that came through Battle Club, I became management, but I was, I've always been supportive of my good friend Joaquin, even during shows and stuff like that. There's a lot of people that have come through Battle Club that you see on a regular. So it's not like we've had, like, actually WrestleMania, William Regal rolled in the show. Was behind, watching and observing. He was scouting. Like, we have opportunities. People come to shows, or even, with clips and things like that. If there's certain matches, we can highlight them and they can send in, tapes and stuff like that. Like, they're always like, with the podcast was never to really podcast. It was really to become the Rock Nation, really to just be able to be that person to put people on and direct them can flourish and succeed. So like even going to like Willow, God knows we've had multiple conversations, but ultimately it's best for you. No, everybody may not agree, everybody may not understand, but it's always just making sure, like, yo, you have to do what's best for you. So encouraging, even for our school, like the kids now, it was 80%. It was our anniversary show. 80% of the show was the students of the school, because we wanted to give them that opportunity to be able to showcase themselves and have their family, friends. It's always Battle Club, New York. It's home, and everybody knows, and they always gonna feel that love. So I think it's just always, from out of the three of us, I really got everybody. So when I go to indie shows and I connect with people, it's for everybody back at home that I know wrestles and that would love an opportunity, and that I can connect fest in Gainesville, Florida, for the first time. Never been, and some of the boys. So doing that, not only supporting them but also connecting, networking. Those are the things, like, we have a responsibility, not even just as like promoters, as media. Like, we have a responsibility to our community to be able the resources that we need to create those resources. So I'm very big on always respectfully, because I don't sell drugs, but I would rather show opportunity than me ever be on the forefront. So
I'm just going to ask you to repeat what you said one more time at the end, because it's kind of choppy. So when you said, respectfully, I don't sell drugs.
Oh yeah,
we don't know what you said before that. We don't know what you said before that.
Part, though. Streets be watching. But no, for me, it's as the person to connect people. I'm always going to be that person. Like, if I know you have a talent and you want to showcase that, all right, let's figure this out to point A and point B.
But we do have a question for the ladies. So this came from Austin Jones from Facebook. He said, what do the ladies think about Triple H's reign over WWE so far, and what should he do to make it better? You know what, y'all are not. You two females, y'all.
I'm not doing it. Not it.
Why?
I like to be in a.
Listen, Suzette can answer this question, because she said that we could play by our own rules and ask the questions we ask. And this is a question we would ask.
She sure did.
Yup.
How do you feel about what you know about what Triple H, how he's been handling WWE? And is there anything you think he could do better?
Or gooder?
Weekly, so I tell you everything, but what I see, I like it. I like the rebel around and not caring it. And doing what he does, because I mean, obviously it's working. It's interesting. It makes me want to watch it more often. So, like I can't say, but I think he adds a different, like, political, very old school. So, with him being in the game and, like, having that control. I mean, I think he's doing. I mean, that's really all I can say about it. So
I have a question for you real quick, Suzette. So, were you familiar with the incident with CM Punk and the Elite, right? So how would you handle...
I was in Chicago.
Oh, you were there? Okay. So in your company, how would you handle CM Punk basically telling you to shut up? I'm talking. I'm gonna burn that. I'm gonna set this some bitch on fire. Hey, you know what? I'm talking. Don't interrupt me. And then go backstage and have your best friend chew one of your top talents on his arm like it's a damn Scooby snack, and have the chair thrown. How would you guys handle it backstage with you guys, with your company?
Wait, excuse what?
Oh, the question is, if somebody was backstage, say at a media scrum, just by chance, and there were people, from the dirt sheets asking questions, and one of your wrestlers took it upon themselves to burn it down, and then say they stumbled backstage, and the people they had a problem with happened to hop in upon their locker room and got upset, how would you handle the situation?
This question.
I mean,
yes, basically.
I swear, he want to be messy. I get where he want to be messy,
Me?
but
Never.
yeah, you. Wait. Yeah, you over there skipping Sister Suzette. It going to you? Yes.
Not
But no,
me.
I really want. I
Asking
really
the
want
questions
y'all.
that you want to ask, but you won't do it. So you know what? I got your back. So
Okay,
yeah,
that's fine.
how would you guys
Okay.
handle that? A guy that you're paying millions, a guy that you're paying millions, basically told you to shut up. I'm talking. Don't interrupt me.
First of all, ain't nobody gonna tell me to do that. I can tell you that right now. So
I
it's
know.
a
I
respect-
listen, sis. I know about you. You would definitely not let a man tell
Okay.
you to shut the fuck up.
You want to know why Philip
What's up,
Brooks
sir?
felt comfortable telling Tony Khan and saying all that stuff? Is because he don't respect that man. He don't have no type of respect for that man. He did what he did, and that's just what it is. Like Tony is worried about being everybody's people please and all that stuff instead of really being a businessman. Because listen, the moment that's some wild shit, all the mics would have been cut it all up.
So I mean, okay, because like my whole thing is like, why he did not do that? Like, why did he let the coke do the talking for him? Like, why he didn't?
Well,
just
because in his world, he's like, I don't want to lose him. He's money. Let him say what he wants to say. Without Philip Brooks is in the business of who? Philip Brooks. So wide awakening that media is from night because baby, he thought he was Philip Brooks that night.
Listen,
But that's
I think the game
fault.
changed. The game changed right after that media scrum. Like dead ass. Like I don't even look. Me personally, like I don't really see AEW the same way that I did before the media scrum, and that's like no lie. You know,
and that's bad.
Yeah, it is bad because I'm like really invested in the WWE. And you know me, you have had conversations multiple times. Like I didn't really fuck with the WWE like that 3 years ago.
He's ready to retire.
I'm glad
Don't do that. Don't do that.
You found
do that.
As the
your
moderator,
way. You found come home. Come
as the
See,
moderator,
shit like that.
I have to ask Miss Suzette to answer the question as well that DJ Red Flags asked. If you have an unruly employee who gets out of line, how would you handle the situation?
I mean, when you let them know get go, I mean, they're kind of, they want to do, but I mean, treat them like everybody else. You're paying a job, so you just handle it professionally. Let them know that, yeah, I try to be people's friends, but at the end of the day, you're gonna know to respect me, and that, I mean, like, I don't know everything that happened, but I mean, I know there was some tension leading up to that, just in general. So,
I mean, of course, there's going to be tension. I mean, somebody just puts you on blast, like
said if all else fails,
the thing they won't say, though, is that had been building that one night thing, and
yeah, that's
the
true.
fact that where for Punk it started Hangman did, that's when you should have nipped that in the bud. That's when that conversation, because I honestly I didn't think what Hangman said was wrong. That's just some people say different. That's fine. But in that moment, if you know there's an issue, because now you put everybody else safety in danger. Like if we have a show and we can't stand each other, they can't be around each other, we're gonna make sure they're not around each other. We're gonna make sure call another person on another half of the card. Like we that's what we're gonna do.
Grown ass,
so this is
the job and coexist. Like y'all are not children going to these shows. Like y'all don't like each other. Like figure it out. We got a show to run. Like there was happening that happened. Like if I don't have time for the high school shit, either you're gonna do it or you can, because you won't do, somebody else will. You're not the only person I can put at the seat. So
it's what Suzette said. It's what she said. She don't got time for the high school shit.
It's bad.
Honestly,
they should have turned
Distraction
that whole Andre, like if they were smart and all that shit into a storyline type of situation and really and made the money. Make it. Y'all
So
already
you
don't
think
like
that they
Probably
should have
will.
did? So you saying that they should have did like a Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart type of situation, like
they should have did an Edge and Matt Hardy situation.
I knew you was gonna go there with
And
that shit.
that
Compare
was
with each other?
I knew you was gonna do that.
That-
Mm-mm-mm.
And they
that
still
would work.
might
So
go
if they
all the time, so I don't know the details what happened, but when it boils down to it, we're still adults. Just work. I always make it happen.
So I don't
But I'm
know
so
if you guys don't want to talk about this though, but there is a question from David Johnson. He said, "All right, straight up, if you were backstage and you saw the fighting happening, are you going to help Punk or the Elite?" You don't have to answer the question if you guys don't want to.
I am World Star moment. So wait, am I acting like wait, hold on, I take that back. Am I like the podcaster?
Jumped.
Janelle? Like what am I?
I mean,
Tell me what my role is so then I know.
I didn't know that you had a role. I mean, you one of my buddies. I mean, shit. I mean,
I'm just saying, like, am I coming into the situation? Like, if I leave and I see them Molly Wop scene, am I the media Janelle? Am I the owner Janelle? Or am I a fan?
okay, all right. Let's do this. Your media, Janelle.
good question. I ain't jumping
yeah,
in.
no,
Your
I'm not
media, Janelle.
I'm not jumping in because I don't jump into grown man stuff, but I will record.
That's I drop it.
She said she about that World Star
I
life.
will.
She right. That's what I'm saying. So she want to get the scoop,
Yeah, I
just like
stand
how Eric.
by that.
If you hear me business, if you care for media, hey, you shouldn't have jumped in front of me.
I'm not jumping into no grown man fight. I'm just gonna let y'all know that right now. But I
He was
Wow.
biting
will be in
his arm. He was chewing his arm. Like a
I mean,
damn
because he was
Scooby-Doo.
hungry. I mean, what you
Just get
expect?
Larry.
Eat a
The
Snickers.
fuck?
say he was hungry.
Yeah, he should have got a Snickers instead of trying to get somebody meat.
Who shoots? Who like? Fill me in. Exactly.
I was about to say, yeah, Ace was kind of in Mike Tyson mode a little bit with that.
He really was.
Only thing I was
But
sad
it's-
about,
Instead of the ear, he went for the arm.
It's bad. It's bad when it's comical. It's bad. Like when we can all
Yeah.
sit here and keep and laugh about that shit, but guess what? There's still people. There's still a contract to be bought out. Like
Right, that part.
it's
yeah.
not funny, but
It's hilarious because I'm just like, wait a minute, somebody was getting bit backstage. Somebody got a chair thrown to their face. Like
a chair
what
to the
fuck was really going
face.
on?
I wanted to watch.
That's what I want to know.
I
Did he
mean,
say so? Because he need a medal.
What'd you say? I mean, listen, like I really believe that he should be Hawkeye because like that accuracy, like if it was at point blank range, I'm like, oh shit. You know, that's probably why Matt is still out because I bet you when we see him, we're gonna see that black eye.
but my thing is
For
the
real.
dog was saved. They saved the dog.
They started the dog. Yes, you got to say the animals.
You know that ASPCA they cancel you.
Yeah, Sarah McLaughlin
Yeah, man,
was right
Peter.
backstage
Cancel
with the
you, bro.
phone.
But see, but
another
they want to handle things professionally because then once again that happened, and then the next game, why the titles were vacant. You
I
know
mean,
what
hey, Janelle, you know this as well as I do, but the bacon spot is undefeated this year.
But
Yeah.
wait a minute. That's an interim this time. But this wasn't interim time.
It really is.
Another question I want to
that
ask you,
interim
ladies.
shit is trash.
Question I want to ask you, ladies, is with all the things that happened with Vince McMahon, has that affected or made the light shine differently when it comes down to owners like in the indies, how they treat women now? Everything that's going on that happened with Vince, are things looked at a different course now with women in the indies?
I think it wasn't even the it was when right when the pandemic hit and all that's when that happened.
All the speaking out and Me Too kind of stuff.
Yeah, the whole like and Joey Ryan and all that. Like when all that came about, that was honestly a locker room where it was like, okay, we have to protect our women, like protect, but then also too, it's an individual responsibility. Like you can't times is people will fuck with somebody, and then because it didn't work out, they say some wild shit about even the case. So it's super like going back to Matt Riddle, him and the wife and the girl, whatever. And it was just like, sis, what are we talking about? Or the guy that got fired from WWE because his wife had posted a picture. I was like, what? Like,
now,
what is the end game? What is your end game? But in terms of the locker room, I mean, it's always good to have good morale with us. We're a family vibe, so it's like everybody. It's everybody feels safe. Everybody, if there's ever an issue, people know that they can always either come red or pull. Like we have a really good team that will always, level, always be there for them. So
Janelle, I did have a question going back to your role in Battle. What was it? Battle Club?
Battle Club.
Okay. So are you part of creative?
Can I say when I want to be? Jobber Sam is my baby. Well, it's our baby. But so Jobber Sam, yes. Most part, yes. Like cool. what we'll do is like he'll bounce ideas off me, talk about it. I'm really, really big on placement of matches. So because that's the part people don't realize how important it is. You want to end high. You want to come after intermission hot. You want to end hot. So you gotta be able to place them. But creative, I would say yes.
Okay.
But definitely be on Jabba Slam. And of course, my sister's probably was her doing Black Russell Fest. Black Russell Fest 2 coming up June 20 plug. But yes, I am a part at times of creative. Yes.
Suzette, same question.
I'm a part.
Are you part of creative?
Yeah. I mean,
that's what I'm talking about. Black excellence. Oh my goodness. That's what I'm talking about.
All around.
And be
all around.
Though, like I tell them to have people like the OGs, like me, like, yeah, I'm part of creative. Everything, but at the end of the day, like when it comes down to it, at the show, I can tell you going over. This is how the match needs to end. This is the goal. This is what we're doing. Match for you. I'm not going to tell you how to do this and do that. I can give a suggestion if you give me something better and it makes sense. I can go for it. But with Hit Club, it's a lot of creative freedom. I think that's why the guys are so happy to be there because they know there's not someone breathing down their neck. And I'm that, like, some people thrive better in certain environments and they know what they want. Even a lot of them might say, okay, what do you want? Where do you see yourself? What do you want to do? Like, I figure out their goals and then I'm like, okay, then this will work. Do this, so it's a lot of creative freedom. I'm not telling them what to do, how to do it. And the most I will tell them is, hey, limit the profanity. But I think the guys are pretty seasoned and they're very easy to work with. Again, they know their boundaries. But yeah, I want them. I feel like it's supposed to be fun, but they understand what it is we're doing. They understand where we're going with things. and let them do their own thing.
Suzette,
But-
Chris mentioned that you've done. Chris mentioned that you've done some on-screen work before. Is that a goal of yours to have an on-screen role in the wrestling industry?
I haven't tried at my shows. I didn't want anyone to know I was a promoter, so I don't know. Maybe, maybe. I show is happening. I'm so focused on everything, but in another promotion, sure. But with Hit Club, maybe, I don't know. I'll start off like
Now, Mr. Texas Bone, welcome to the show. Thank you for your comment. He said pushing someone to the moon seems a lost art. Do you guys agree with that?
No.
What is he talking
I
about?
actually, I'm not going to even lie. I think I know where he's coming from with that, because I mean, we can talk about Austin Theory being pushed to the moon.
Yeah,
And you see what happened with that.
But was he really pushed to the moon, or was that your interpretation of that?
Are we really going to do this right now? Are we really going to do this right
I'm
now?
asking
Yeah, we got a whole.
And I'm retorting. We're not going to do this on this program. Now, as well as I do that.
I got a whole
man
segment
pushed
to deal with that later.
and back. Only thing was that he on liftoff, the nigga exploded right there on the launching pad.
You got beef with Austin Theory? We don't know it.
Listen, I don't hold no punches.
I said he was thinking about. I was just kind of referring to like maybe somebody like Wardlow.
I'll go a little bit deeper with you, Janelle. So Austin Theory came in like blazing hot, and then like all of a sudden, Vince McMahon had a hard on for him, so he was just like, "Well, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put the briefcase on you, and I'm gonna get what I want." And then this man gets in trouble for not paying his tolls. So now we have a change of management.
No. He got in trouble for money. He paid. He just ain't paid with his money. So continue.
Yeah, let me continue, because now they're trying to get the briefcase off of him. Am I wrong?
They not.
Girl,
I think
there are two. Go ahead.
I was saying, it's funny how you're different from my start of Austin Theory. So my start of Austin Theory comes from NXT side of things. Follow the way and how he was with Johnny Gargano, who Loki I think is born, whatever. Indeed,
no look high five.
Hartwell. So if you start, that was the beginnings. It didn't hit as I think they intended it to. It's not to take away, like, Austin Theory is talented, very talented. I'm growing on the indies, trained by AR Fox, one of the best out in Atlanta, hands down, talented. So once again, I just think it's a perception thing. So like the way you see it, and that's all, even though we're all watching the same thing, we all see it very differently. So for me, you have that same feeling when Otis had the money to briefcase.
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
Plead the fifth. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to even talk about that.
That's fair, but I'm just saying, like, if we're gonna, the money in the briefcase is to give somebody an opportunity.
I think Mr. T-Bone was actually correct. I believe he was correct that there people being pushed to the moon is a lost art. And I stand by that. I don't
understand how it's a lost art. Like Roman Reigns is a pure example that push to the moon is not just a thing. It's a lasting thing that will not go away. Like CM Punk would have got that treatment too. Like the concept is still there. Karrion Kross got the treatment before he got fired. Like the concept of being pushed to the moon is still very relevant. It's just you have to find the right talent that you want to put all your money behind.
I mean, so did they put all their money on Otis?
Hell no.
No, but
then why in the hell would you put the briefcase on him then?
Why do
Was
we
it
have to?
Just something
Why
to
does the
do.
briefcase, why does the
mean,
briefcase automatically equate to that person has to be pushed to the moon? Like, why
okay,
does that?
so like you put okay, so let me see if I can get this right. That's an equivalent of winning the King of the Ring. So you win
Yeah,
the
back
King
in
of
the
the
day,
Ring.
listen, I get a ring, and that becomes the stepping stone and an opportunity to build someone to the mid card, and then to what King of the Ring's purpose was. One of my favorite pay-per-views of all time.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
it wouldn't be 316, the birth of Austin 316 without the King of the Ring tournament. So like the reason why it would come back was because they knew that was the way to showcase mid-card talent and to elevate them and to be on the main card, the world title picture and things like that. Like concept, I may agree with you, Chris, on that, just because we don't see now. Like the Roman thing, yeah, the push to the moon shit was like 4 or 5 years ago, and he's made a minute that. Yeah, we've been there, done that. But looking at right now, current landscape, see anyone push to the moon like that, because where's the moon at? Because they don't believe in heels and faces, so that makes it hard. And now they realizing to cook a little longer, and then because look at probably, even though it's the way that they build Bianca is top quality. I'm so impressed with how of a build up.
She's been pushed to the moon. Bray Wyatt is being pushed to the moon.
Who's getting pushed to the moon?
Bianca has been like doing matches, like the type of history-setting matches she's done is the equivalent of what being pushed to the moon is. Bray Wyatt getting more views than other wrestling organizations is being pushed to the moon. Like there's the money's being put behind it.
I think that's the wrong term. I don't, because when I think push to the moon, I think a world title.
Me too.
And
Bianca's
right
a world title holder.
Right now, he's storytelling. Bray is storytelling. His character's always been a title where he didn't need a title to define who he was. So that's that. The journey. It wasn't a push to the moon. She didn't even win the NXT women's title before she pushed to the moon. It was a build up to building the character to girls that want long ponytails in their hair and swinging it at WrestleMania. That's what you got.
Yes, that brass ring.
Yeah.
For me, the shoot to the moon would, for me, is like world champion type shit. Like if they would have had be the first world champion, I'd have been like, all right, they push him to the moon.
I have a question.
That's just.
I have a question, ladies.
What's the question?
Back to the indies. Would you have wrestlers like Braun Strowman basically saying "F the indies, indies ain't shit, this, that, and a third," then go to I know, but then go to the indies because I know, but then can't go nowhere. How does that, in a sense of, I mean, like, how do you guys feel like in the indies scene
when you see that same guy, basically, right?
Yeah.
I can't stand that man. I can't stand him.
You got
his
beef
tongue
with
ring or nothing. I don't like him. I don't like. You can't sit here and tell me that you respect the art of wrestling, which indie wrestling is a part of wrestling. You shit on it. Then when you get fired, you come up with this control your narrative, which I don't understand. So your narrative is to fight in bars. Then when the WWE calls you, now everything is good with the world. I'm like, dude, you're trash.
That's because money. Listen, Tone, you ask Carl Anderson that.
Oh, I don't want to get on here. I'm
money talks bullshit.
Money talks, yeah. Tone. Okay.
Yeah. And that's
money. My people move a different type of way. But back to you. Can you break down? Well, I want to answer it, but I want to make sure I get it.
No, it's just like, how did that, like, what was the vibe after hearing how you trashed the Indies, and then decided, you know what? I lost my job. I'm gonna go to the Indies and work that way.
Well, that's just karma. That's karma, baby. That's all that. But
Yes,
at
that
the end of the
is.
day, the Indies is always gonna show. And for someone like Braun that might have not come up in that scene, they don't understand that. See
A
Carmelo
lot
Hayes,
of these guys
you won't see kids talking about that have been through the.
What you say,
Oh.
Suzette?
friends in NXT, and I mean, a lot of those guys, they've been to understand it, but once you get them to one, they appreciate it. But in the track, because he didn't have to come up like everybody else. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, they always end up meeting the Indies. I mean, he's been
Okay.
there.
So
They
Wasn't with
end up
WWE
on the Indies
signing.
with their hand out. And knowing that independent promotions don't have the budget of like an AEW or a WWE, but they'll
Right.
definitely
The
try to
ones-
like
The ones
rip you off and
haven't-
shit. It's
you know,
trash.
college athletes or played football and then they get released or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
or whatever happens. Usually, they just give you ridiculous rate for title. Just because I was in it, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm an asset. Pay me. I don't know, but they.
So let me ask you ladies this one. Matter of fact, this is for everybody. So the one that is really making the hairs on my ass itch is Dominic Mysterio. Why did he go straight to the main roster?
Because his father.
Oh Lord,
You know what? That is not an excuse.
Lord.
That's not an excuse. I'm sorry. This man is trash.
He's
Every
not trash.
freaking
Don't
week.
do that. Don't
No,
do
no,
that
no.
for
We're
that.
gonna do that. No, we're not gonna sit here and act like that this man's a luchador and this man acting like a fucking heavyweight. Don't do that. Don't come on.
No, don't diminish the work that Dominic has done training.
What
I
work? It's cringeworthy.
To you though, fine. I'm
No, I'm not the only one.
well to everyone else that has that opinion. That's I won't do is I won't negate the progression. How the story.
What, the cross splash?
Just because you are not invested in Raymond Nick Mysterio,
And I
that's
don't
okay.
like his
But
father
don't
either.
shit on it though.
Listen, Janelle, I'm very patient when it comes to progression because I know it takes longer for others to get to that place where they need to go.
wow.
You said Roman?
Why y'all just looked at me like that?
I was trying to figure out.
Yes,
If
that wasn't that.
Roman
That
because-
wasn't that thinly veiled, there, brother. That's why.
I mean, it did take him like
stuck
10
on-
years.
Get stuck on. Wait, did you say Roman though? Because he talked shit about
I sure did.
how John Cena had 5 moves, but Roman Reigns has 5 moves.
I mean, but that's not an excuse. I mean, like
No,
like
It's not an
okay,
excuse. I just want to make sure.
I mean,
that's
he's
what
in the WWE's like system, so you only can do 5 moves and then that's it. Like, and it seems like everybody got a freaking spear, like either a spear, a power bomb. It's like a DDT, maybe a wrist lock. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I should be Chris Jericho. Like, I
Power
could come up with
slam.
1,000 moves myself, and I could be great at what I do. But whatever.
So, Suzette, I have a question. With you being close to Jade when I worked with her, a dream match everybody talks about is Jade versus Bianca. Is that something that you would want to see yourself? And why?
Yeah, because you look at them and you see like power, like in all aspects. I mean, I think that alone is just it's worth watching. It's not about the moveset and really tell a story, and just seeing them to like even their physique, like facing off. Like I can see like the stand off in my head. Like I think it would be dope.
Yeah, like
the
kind of
standoff
like
would be
two alpha
dope as fuck.
females in a sense.
Yeah.
They like beauty, power, skill, confidence, feminine, like everything in one. So
Austin.
This nigga's stupid. He said, "Why?" Austin Jones said this stuff. He said, "I mean, what he trying to say?" He said, "Why am I watching Medea Family Reunion? That is the life version."
Wait a minute. Who would be
I mean,
that
that's fine.
damn Austin?
I mean, you know, I'm bougie, but you know,
Let's talk about the BWI. All right.
oh Lord.
And we talked about this. Ladies, do you feel that in a sense, like like shows like Busted Open, who didn't even acknowledge the BWI, do you think that's just the way they don't really focus on African American wrestlers, knowing that Mark Henry is a huge part of that show? Do you guys feel that's like disrespectful?
I mean, it's significant. All these lists, whether they want to acknowledge it or not. I mean, these lists of like everyone. I'm not just saying they. Like, I'm not referring to a race. It's literally like people use it as the like who's hot, or when they want to know about black wrestlers, they refer to these lists, and they are actually like. I mean, they're reputable. So I mean, whether people acknowledge it or not, it's still. I mean, at the end of the day, they're all just lists. You know, a number on a piece of paper is like whatever. I mean, they all hold some level of prestige, whether people want to admit it or not. So,
but then when Swerve gets on a podcast and starts, yeah, you know,
I told you, he is being fucking messy this evening.
No.
I'm telling you, he's being fucking messy.
No,
Yes, you are. I knew that was going to come. I knew that definitely was not a swerve or a U-turn or a 180 turn. Like, I knew you was going to do that. But yes, you know, Janelle, y'all went in.
No, Janelle, nothing. We won't out.
What you mean? Don't back out now.
No, on the Job and Tears podcast on YouTube, Spotify, also.
And this folks is why we're almost late to the draft, folks.
It's Sunday, and I'm G to reattack that man's ignorance. So I don't want to do it today.
You don't want to give him that energy. Okay, that's fine.
No, because he don't give us that energy, but he talking about he do for the black community. Where?
You know what? Let's kind of talk about that real quick, because
he did go to the wrestling club.
I mean, he has to do more than that. Like,
oh my God, he went.
I mean, I'm just saying.
No, granted, what Victor does with the wrestling club is amazing. It is phenomenal.
Listen, like, I love Swerve.
So
right, so they got to do their due diligence. I get it.
Right, I'm in need. He's not in town, so that it actually really means something. Now, granted, the kids has a great experience, and I don't want to overshadow that, because I know personally, you know, we've had Victor on our show, we've met him, we had New York, like I've seen the wrestling club and how he's done wonders for us to be able to love wrestling, and it's phenomenal. However, that's our black friends. You can't do that. You can't. We not in the business. We can't afford one-offs, or we can't afford to just list the 5 times you actually showed up for the black community. How that works. That's not how we progress. So you getting on a platform saying like, where? Because Has
'Cause I'm,
any
yeah,
any
'cause I'm still trying to figure out like what
has
did he
any-
do for the black community?
of us or someone of that looks like us been on the show? Like what? Like my thing. I'm very big on action. I'm very big on mean what you say. So I checked out the moment he didn't know what list he was talking about.
Oh, you know it's funny because Stefan, that's in the comments, Steven, said the same exact thing you just said, Janelle. Like this man
Because
didn't
this
even
bitch
know like what list he was
true.
talking about.
He didn't. Like
He didn't
I
even
said on our podcast. Like I said I would have rather and respected on Black Wrestling's podcast the ones that actually did the list that he told to take him off of, actually did the due diligence and for the community and had that conversation with them where we all could have learned something. I would have preferred that than you go on someone else's shout out to Kaz, but you go on a recognized show and talk and not really talk correctly. Like you talking about the wrong thing.
Right. Suzette, what you got to say?
Station for briefly, and just me, like it came up, and I think it was just a little bit of confusion. We told him like, you know, the people who make the list, they are my people. You know, we're cool, whatever. And it's the same question about the criteria. So I think he was just a little. It was a miscommunication with the criteria. That this was back when this conversation happened. I don't know what words they personally. I'm kind of out of the loop, but I know it didn't have anything to do with him being list. It wasn't about it being black, but yeah, the whole it coming up in another interview recently. Yeah, I probably would have just been easier if he would have just
Because I mean, he looked very ignorant when he said that. Now we also talked about this on the cookout.
No, I don't even remember. I don't even think I watched the. So I don't even like. I don't want to be ignorant and speak on something because I don't even think I watched this. So.
I mean, like this is just conversation. So like, I also don't want to, sit here and just like beat up a dead horse. But from what I looking at the clips or whatever, like you're sitting here and you're saying that you did more for the community than the other people. Then you shaded, what's his name? Carmelo, shaded him indirectly. And then went on to say that, oh, well, if you can't do the list correctly, then don't do it at all. So, Suzette, this is my first time actually talking to you on a video. And I'm interviewing you. And I don't have my facts correct. How is that going to make me look? That's going to make me look incompetent. That's going to make me look like I'm inadequate. I can't do my job because I don't have my shit together. And I look at Mr. Swerve the same way. I'm like, you're coming on a podcast and you talking shit about another list, but yet you don't have your shit together. And I have to hold you accountable, like dead ass.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, he might have that mixed up, but at the end of the day, he said a lot of shit that kind of made people like me, Janelle, look at him like, interesting.
Yeah. Oh, I've been had look at him like that. I've been had look at him like that. So,
Janelle.
Yes.
Question. As a fellow podcaster, the interview with Ariel and Tony Khan, and then his rebuttal after the interview.
I'm so dumb.
Do you think, in a way, that's going to make podcasters work extra harder, or it makes our job a little difficult when it comes down to interviewing wrestlers, knowing that wrestlers might think that each podcaster are going to sit there and if they don't answer the right question or how they want it, that we're going to sit there and bad talk them right after the interview? Like, what was your take on that interview?
That's a good question.
for him interviewing that man, because that was a waste of that man's day. You know, like I mean, as when we like for us, like we always like do like pre-production. So like how you guys chopped it up before we went. Make sure that we do that with whoever we're interviewing, and also too, we always double check and make sure that you don't want to talk about or just certain things you may not be able to talk about. Clear that straight up first. That's just like on my end. I can say personally, like, because they're like, I'll never forget, because that's where I looked at him very different after the 18th interview Leo Rush. I so wanted to ask him a question, and I already knew that was okay. I can't ask that, but I can ask something in a similar way to get what I wanted to know. I mean, with the interview that Tony did, he wasted that man's time, and also too, when you interview someone or when you're getting, there's a way you can answer a question without answering the question. And what he likes to do is he likes to deflect. You think he playing on Jacksonville Jack, but in all honesty, when he was asking him about his feelings, it wasn't even so much like, because all Tony had to say really was anything about the media scrum, anything about Punk, anything about the Bucks, anything about that day. We can't talk about it. Cool. So at least you had that out of the way. But when that man still couldn't answer the question, it was just like, so you just wasting his time. Like, I don't understand. Like, we gotta wrap this up because I'm not getting anything out of it, and that's the point of an interview. It's for both of us. All Tony wanted to do was plug fucking Dynamite and Rampage, and it was just like, you do.
But in fairness, like, I think, like, okay, so we were trying to piece this together because, like, number one, I had to personally go back and I had to look at the interview, and because this was like my first time seeing Ariel for the very first time, so like I'm just like, okay,
yeah,
so
I did too, man? Because and I went. I saw the interview he did with Becky. I just saw the interview he did with Trips and
Triple H.
Night and day. How this man has a meeting.
It was totally on point.
That interview, I felt bad for Ariel because, like, as someone that does interview, you want to put the person over. Like, you don't ever want to put the person in a position where you tell them they're doing a shitty job. Like, you really want to give them a way to put some positive light themselves or on a situation. Like, that's just really it's a time for us to get personal. You are. That man don't want nobody to know who he is. So
let me try to piece this together. So I took a day just to go back, look at the podcast, or look at the podcast, and try to and I wrote notes. So from my understanding, Tony Khan knows Dana White because Ariel was employed with UFC, MMA, whatever, and he got fired from there because he leaked out some information. So, and then Dana White called him a pussy or whatever because, like, he just didn't like him. So then moving forward, he started to he got into the wrestling scene because I believe he was already like a wrestling fan or whatever. He did, like, multiple interviews with big time names in the business, and then it was a part where he said in the interview that, what did he say? He said something about he'd been trying to get this interview with this person for the longest, and he kept getting denied. So already he had negative energy already. Here she go. So he already had like negative energy going into the interview. Talk about, I thought you didn't like me or some type of shit. First of all, I will not start an interview like that. I will talk to you offline because that is the professional thing to do. Because the way he came at the interview, he came in the interview like he was already upset. Like he was just like he needed to get this off his chest. And I just felt that he shouldn't have publicly did that because it made his image looks like kind of not flaky, but just yeah, you're kind of sus or whatever. So after the interview was over, this man went on his podcast and just shitted on AEW, its fans, and saying that AEW fans is weird as fuck and yeah, freakazoids or whatever. And I'm saying like, okay, we're on both sides of the coin because WWE fans do the same thing to AEW fans. AEW fans do that to WWE fans. So I'm just like trying to see like what type of alcohol was you drinking before you went on that podcast? So yeah. I just don't think that he should interview.
Tony should just stick to Twitter. Yeah.
I think he needs a PR person to talk for him, honestly.
He been need a PR team. He has the resources for that. Your father owns a football star is the epitome of what happens in football, like or any sport. So you're making a choice, and because you're making a choice, is turning off fans. Is what's going to be the downfall of your company.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, Chris, do you want to? We're at an hour and 30. Do you want to break into the game?
Let's go for it. Oh, and everybody, before we get into topic 2, yes, check out our merch at #HealsForLifeWrestlingPodcast.com. We got new merch with our new logo. Also, check us out on W. We are sponsored by them. They sell energy drinks. I have not got one yet. I am planning on to get one. If you use the promotional code #HealsForLife, you get 10% off. Also, you get 10% off if you purchase a #HealsForLife t-shirt, merch, whatever. Just use the promotional code #HealsForLife and you get 10% off. All right, the next segment, we will be getting into wrestling trivia. Let's go. So, All-Star, Reese, you guys will be the moderators. I'm just gonna.
Well, I'm gonna let you. We're gonna try to incorporate some things with you, Reese, because I have all the questions over here. We have 5 categories. We have 5 categories for Mr. Team Bring It and DJ Red Flags versus Miss Janelle and Miss Suzette. We have 5 categories tonight, and the 5 categories are as follows. We have one is WWE trivia. The next is Fight Forever or Tap. The next is Rate the Wrestler. The 4th is Best of the Best. And the 5th is Current Questions. So you have WWE trivia, Fight Forever or Tap, Rate the Wrestler, Best of the Best, Current Questions. Ladies first, please pick a category.
Yeah. Current question. I guess WWE is fine. That's safe.
I heard current question, and are we doing current questions?
Current, okay. That's a current.
Doesn't matter to me.
How
about you randomly pick one?
All right. All right. Well, since do it. All right.
Oh, okay. All right, Reese. So you pick. Reese, you pick one.
Official judge. All right. Since we wanted to go WWE, I'll go WWE first.
All right. WWE trivia. First question. Who is the only This is for the ladies. Who is the only WWE superstar who has won the Intercontinental Championship 8 times? Chris Jericho, Rey Mysterio, The Miz. Who is the only WWE superstar to have won the Intercontinental Championship 8 times?
It's hard to play because I want to be like, girl, what you think?
you can do that because I'll ask them a different question. I'm going to ask them a different question. Yes.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if it was like password with.
No, I'm gonna ask them a different question, so y'all can do that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Suzette, I think it's Miz. You said what was the first one?
Chris Jericho, Rey Mysterio, The Miz.
Fuck. No, I think I still stick with Miz. What you think, girl? I feel like Jericho was like 7.
Since like 2001, so I don't know.
My girl said, "What up?"
What's the answer?
Okay,
now, right?
if we,
I don't know.
Is the final answer The Miz?
We're gonna go with Mike Mizanin.
I am sorry, that is incorrect. Chris Jericho is also the Ocho.
Jericho.
Oh shit! Because I was gonna pick.
Who was one of these?
Hold
I was gonna pick Miz.
I gotta check.
Chris, hold on, we just had a show on Jericho.
Yeah.
Excuse.
We just had a show on Jericho.
We didn't. First of all,
that was not their question. It was only the question.
How are y'all arguing already? It's not your question.
Yeah. It was only for the ladies.
Long distance.
By the All-Star, yeah, you probably gotta have to do a count here because Jericho had 9. Miz had 8.
Oh, 9.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was
Miz. You got it. We're gonna give it to you.
Trick question.
We're gonna give it to you. We're gonna give it to you.
Yes, I got me. I got the.
Thank you, Reese.
Somebody was gonna rob me of my.
I couldn't have because I knew that Jericho had 9.
Yeah,
so I was just like, I know it's not Jericho.
Okay, then Miz got 8. Gotcha.
So didn't have 8. So that's why I was like, I think he had 7.
No more number questions. We're good.
All right. Mike Mizanin had.
Hey, fellas.
So how many hands do I have up?
Some fingers are being screened out.
Order in the current.
Okay,
your background screen takes out a finger or two. Like,
don't do that. Don't do that because my finger's fat. Don't do that.
So, fellas,
no.
What is the great Khali's finisher?
The Crusher.
What?
Can y'all want to talk about it? What is the great Khali's finisher?
Oh.
What is it called?
The Crusher. Or whatever.
What is it called?
I don't know. Size me up. I don't know. What the
Red flags, you have an answer?
Describe it. If you don't have the name for it.
Why the hell we gotta get these little tough ass questions?
They're all tough.
Is it it's this.
What is it called?
There actually was a name.
This is hilarious. All y'all are doing of this. I hope people are watching this.
I mean, that is
it's a head crush. Basically, was what they're saying.
Yeah.
That's not the name of it. It is called the Vice Grip. It is called the Vice Grip.
Oh wow!
I'm only laughing because I would have answered it the same way Chris answered it. That's the only reason why I'm laughing.
Yeah. I'm going to give y'all half a point.
All right, Collie Vice.
No.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. Ladies, how much does Hornswoggle weigh?
Nigga, is you? Is there multiple?
What's up?
Is there
All-Star. I knew I should have talked to you over.
Oh shit! And we can't Google this, right?
No. How much does Hornswoggle weigh? I will give you a range. It is between 110 and 160. How much does Hornswoggle weigh?
I thought he was like 60 pounds.
Wait, hold on. Are we talking about when he was signed to WWE or
when he was signed to WWE? And I'll give you a 10-pound like grace
leeway. Okay, close to 160 now. It was like he is a balloon.
When he was on TV, how much did Hornswoggle weigh?
Suzette, what you thinking about? Are we in the 120, 115? Regardless, but what number you feeling?
I don't know. I really don't know.
She's like, I wanted current questions, and you picked WWE.
Like, I was like, Hornswoggle.
Because like between under 100. I don't know.
Okay, I'm
What
gonna
we-
just
I
check it
can't.
out. Let's see. You said between 110 and 160,
Yes.
128.
I'll give it to you. He weighs between 130 and 140. He's always been built.
That
Wow.
was nice.
Point
That was
to
very
ladies.
close.
I was close as hell.
Thank you.
That was great.
Can we take the wrestler from 100?
What would you like to say? We gotta get out this category. That's only 3. I gotta ask you a question. They started it. You
How
gotta
many,
get
how many
another
questions
question.
you got?
I have tons of questions. That was the point.
No.
Oh,
And
All
that
right,
was
well.
the question you went with was Hornswoggle?
That was
Yeah,
a great
right?
question.
Yeah,
What 2 WWE superstars today and in the past attended WrestleMania 6 in the Toronto Sky Dome?
ladies, that's not your question, unfortunately. I know you know it.
wait, pause. Okay, say it again.
Which 2 WWE stars today and in the past, because one of them are no longer belong to WWE, attended WrestleMania 6 in the Toronto Sky Dome?
Can I have the origin of the question, please?
I don't know.
Hold on,
No,
I'll
you should-
reward. Hold on.
Bro, like you
Yeah,
know
I'll
the
reword
first
it.
one.
TL,
You know
I'll
the
reword
first
it.
one. You already know the first one is Edge. But I
Okay.
don't know who the second one is.
Ooh.
I don't know who the
Oh.
second one is. Cause like
Ooh, Chris. Ooh.
I don't know the
Damn.
Oh no, because he wrestled. Never. Oh,
Yeah, he said,
was it Lance?
hold on.
I feel like you're
Red
overthinking.
flags? You want to go?
No, okay. Hold on.
Was it
Okay.
Ruby
Okay.
Rose?
There should
There's
be a
one current.
time limit to this.
Oh,
Too.
Ruby Rose back.
Oh, Janelle said y'all got a time limit.
Oh, don't do that. Don't try to put a timer on. Don't do that. Oh,
Yeah, we should have. Yeah, we should have thought about that before we got to the game.
fuck.
And
Damn.
the one's no longer with.
I really don't know. I just know the first one. I know
Wow.
it's.
And
I
this
know
is
it's
how
strict.
far this man
Red
has come.
flags.
Janelle,
Hold on,
do you
wait,
know
wait,
the answer?
Is that a final
to
answer?
Wait, Janelle, do you know the answer?
I just
to
wanna-
Steel?
I just want to understand how come they're not working as a team. That's my only
Because
disconnect with this.
Because he's a Leo. Leo's one of.
No, don't blame my time for
Don't
this.
look
Hold
at
on,
me.
hold on.
Don't do
Red
that.
flag. Oh, because Chris is already, but red flags can still
I mean,
answer.
actually, I may or may not know.
Do you have
But
the other answer?
if I was to guess, I would guess the second person would be Christian.
You are right, and you get the point. Janelle, you are right.
Thank you. Thank you.
How she gonna get the
was
point
my-
right in her turn?
Because she stole the answer. Y'all didn't know it.
give him one for Edge, but I was just confused on how you didn't understand the. You know,
Yeah.
no, it wasn't Jericho ass.
What is this? Whose line is
Well-
it anyway?
You know, y'all not gonna judge me like this. I think y'all being racist towards me. I think that's what that is.
She wanted.
All
All
right,
right.
that's fine.
One more question for the ladies. One more question for the men, and then we change categories. One more question.
Okay.
This is. I'm gonna try to make this one a little simpler than the last. Ladies, who gained a victory in the King of the Ring tournament in 2000? Who won King of the Ring in 2000? Oh, that was right before you came in, Suzette. I'm sorry, I didn't know 2001. In 2000, who won King of the Ring?
Answer it wrong. Answer it wrong. Answer it wrong.
There's no options. No.
Hell no, there ain't no goddamn options. Come on.
And you have 1 minute.
1 minute and 14
All right.
seconds.
Oh, there's like so many. Oh, fuck.
I know it.
2000.
Hey, no, y'all might accidentally help him, so watch
Chris,
Mm-mm.
And
So,
everybody in the comment section, do not
And
answer.
do not answer.
I'm watching.
Not.
The comments. I didn't even think about that. Yo, y'all watching it and want to help me?
No. There it is.
Y'all muted.
Fuck. I really want to. 2000.
Kurt Angle.
Whoa,
What I
who
wanna
said that?
Suzanne got
No,
it.
my gut is saying.
Or
That is
Kurt.
correct.
No, that is not. No.
What?
That is not correct. Pause.
Yeah.
That is Brock Lesnar Because
No,
Kurt
Oscar
Angle
was
won in
02.
2000. 2001 was Edge.
That was-
Give me that goddamn point.
I knew
I said
2001 was
2000.
Edge though.
I said 2000.
No, you said 2002.
No, I
No,
said-
he
I
said
said
2000.
He did not.
He said 2000.
I said 2000.
He said
Ladies, you got it right. Ladies, you got it correct. Y'all are killing
Thank you,
this
man.
right now. All right,
You
guys.
know what? You giving the ladies handicap points. I'm not
I'm
liking
not.
that.
That wasn't. None of these questions are easy, fellas.
No.
All right.
that was
Next
hard.
one. Next
Okay.
one.
Y'all ready, fellas?
Yeah, we're ready.
Oh no, that's too easy. I can't do that.
What you mean
Wow,
too easy?
all of a sudden.
Who did Andre the Giant knock in a body slam challenge?
The fuck?
Yeah.
What? Man, even I don't understand this one.
He buys
This
them.
is Jericho juice into it. Says all those chemicals.
And now I definitely. know
I would
should
like
have
to
these
use my
questions.
lifeline, please.
Also,
What?
you repeat the question for me because even I didn't understand that one.
There was
had to like-
WWF used to do body slam challenges all the time.
But it was
Andre the
him
Gi-
that was getting body slam. It wasn't the other way around.
Okay, but hey, listen. One time, Andre the Giant knocked someone out in the body slam challenge, and I'll give you 3 options, like I did the ladies the first question.
Okay.
Was it Yokozuna, Hulk Hogan, or Big John Studd?
Red flags? I know it's not Yokozuna because he was too fat.
I want to say.
I
Big
know
John.
it wasn't Hulk Hogan because it
Yoko
was
because he
Big John.
wasn't in that. That wasn't
What?
eliminated off of that.
Watch.
I want to say Big John, bro.
That is correct. That is correct.
And that was not at WrestleMania 1.
Our next category I'm gonna pick because it's gonna get spicy. Fight forever or tap. I am gonna say the name of a wrestler, and you will decide if that wrestler should fight forever or should they just give up? Should they just quit? Like, you give us your opinion on the wrestler. I'll say the name, and the lady started last time, so I'll start with the fellas with this one. Fight forever or tap. Parker Bardo.
I think he should just die forever.
Wow. Well, if you do that, that is how long you die for.
Are you serious?
Whoa.
Oh,
Oh.
You don't like
Are you
Baby
serious?
Brown? Whoa.
Hell no. I do not like Frankenstein. I do not.
That made Tail leave.
he left.
Festered in the ashes.
Yo,
are
he
about to
exited
knock
stage
Yankees out.
love.
This man exit. Oh wow.
Die forever? Yikes.
Wow.
Harsh. Yes. The comment section knows that one was harsh. Ladies, next wrestler. EC3. Fight forever or tap? Suzette looked like she didn't want to answer. She drank her drink.
Yeah, she played the fifth. That was a plead the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th.
Come on, it's not that-
Amazing. That was the best 15.
I want to hear Suzette
I've ever
answer. Suzette, answer it. Answer it, Suzette.
This girl sipped the fucking tea.
I didn't.
Oh,
It's fine. Sis.
Oh
all right.
shit.
It's cool.
That's 2 taps. Y'all look harsh. Gentlemen, Bobby Fish.
It's our go.
On the,
Why
yes,
you looking at me?
on the men.
Bobby
You
Fish.
listen. You already know what I'm about to say, so you take this one because I'm harsh. No, I'm not. I'm good. No. You from Wyoming?
Anyway, so
No,
might as well just do it.
No, because I'm a Christian and people was judging me in the comments. So no, you go ahead.
You know why you look at him like that when he said he was a Christian?
Did he really try to bring the Lord? What?
I did because the
you have to answer the question.
Lord
You
is
have
on
to-
my side right now. T.O. answer the question.
You have to answer the question. Fight forever or tap. Bobby Fish.
The men need to tap.
tap. One tap.
He needs a tap.
Chris.
Thank you.
He needs a tap.
Double tap.
Yeah, double tap.
Ladies,
Don't come back no more.
Ladies, Chelsea Green.
Tap.
Chelsea Green.
Twice, 3 times.
Whoa!
4 times.
Woo!
Tap.
Said the hot mess is no less. Want less of the so-called hot mess. I should say.
All right, gentlemen. Moose.
We on that new shit.
He did this, Suzette. He did this.
100%. Yeah. Yo, that's a new term. Anytime we drink on this show, it's now Suzette.
Oh my God! I gotta get my bottle.
Wait, did we just have a spit take right now?
Yes.
Oh. I don't know what's that for asking about Moose or me reacting.
I need you to answer the question. Moose, red
You
flag.
already saw it. You already saw they drunk. That's a double tap.
That's a
I
tap.
saw one.
Yeah. All right, ladies. Y'all ready for this one? This is a great one.
I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Suzette for
Chris had to get him some.
I need Suzette to answer this one. So we're just gonna start with her with this one. Fight Forever or tap Malachi Black. Oh.
I don't know. Like I don't know. I mean, I don't know. This is what I honestly. I really.
All right. That's kind of
Janelle, Malachi Black, Fight Forever or tap.
Her face saying.
her face saying it all. Yeah.
Y'all are rude on this show.
Damn.
Wait, what is it? Wait, what is it?
They held it up on in the
Tap. Oh,
yeah, notepad, yeah, something like that.
'Cause I'm like,
Fellas.
colorblind. Oh, tap. Okay.
Fellas, 3 left. Fellas, Lacey Evans, Fight Forever or tap.
Good one.
You know,
Suzette's going with the drinking. I love it.
The fact that you started off by like
you know, it is the Lord's Day. You know, the Lord, Jesus died for our sins and our forgiveness.
Wow.
He did. Wow.
So I would say that,
Hallelujah.
Chris, how did that today, Chris?
It was great. It was.
Yeah, I'm taking that as a
Man.
double tap.
The rice, the dirty rice that I made was scrumptious.
Ladies.
That's the channel.
Ladies, Fight Forever or tap Jeff Hardy. Whoa.
The insta tap.
away.
Jeff Hardy has to go away.
Bro.
Why are y'all doing that to Suzette? Y'all are fucked up.
Fellas, last wrestler. Fight Forever or tap Quincy.
That Chris still pulled on.
Let's get some
Next round.
more because
Next round.
All right, so
Yes, everybody tapped that round. So.
yeah, y'all tapped everybody. So best of the best. This category is called best of the best. Ladies, you are first. Who is the best on the mic currently, in y'all opinion? Paul Heyman, Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho, MJF, or Sami Zayn? Who is the best on the mic?
This is our goal or the ladies?
Oh,
It's them. It's them.
There's okay.
it's not a Heyman and MJF. Maybe I'm just kind of
Between Heyman and MJF. That's how you feel too, Janelle, or are you swayed?
That's just me.
I'm
Maybe
gonna
I'm kind of old.
I'm gonna go on the Sami Zayn train with that. Just hard to compare because MJF hasn't been on the mic all summer. Paul Heyman hasn't really been on the mic like that in promo wise. Jericho's gonna be Jericho, so I'm just not gonna.
So it's kind of unfair, but yeah.
But I'll say Sammy. That's my personal.
All right, so we got a Suzette, MJF, Paul Heyman, possibly. A Sami Zayn, MJF, Paul Heyman, possibly. Suzette, you have to check out SmackDown to see the work Sammy is doing.
Yeah.
I think you'll enjoy it. Gentlemen.
Nelson Uzi.
Right? A little Uzi. Yeah. Gentlemen, who is currently the best technical wrestler? Jonathan Gresham, Zack Sabre Jr., Bryan Danielson, Serena Deeb. Y'all looking at each other is hilarious.
Who want to go first?
I would have to say Gresham.
Oh,
That's who I would pick too.
I'll pick Daniel Bryan.
Even with
All right, so we got
Daniel Bryan?
Danielson and Gresham. Okay.
Yeah.
Ladies, who is currently the best female wrestler in the world? Charlotte Flair, Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, Britt Baker.
Shit.
Oh Lord.
I want to know why Sasha Banks is not in that.
Yeah.
Sasha Banks hasn't wrestled practically all year. I'm not doing that.
That is very true.
I'm gonna need to check in a minute.
He said, "You know what? Suzette is hilarious, yo." Who is the best female wrestler?
All right, Suzette gets the one on that one already.
The best female wrestler in the world: Charlotte Flair, Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, or Britt Baker. Janelle.
This girl got the book. This girl got the book.
First of all,
I'm talking to you.
I don't even know why you asked that question when you know the answer. I don't even know why that. Why are you talking about?
What's the answer? What's the answer?
I don't know why you doing that.
Come close,
yourself, bro.
Tell you, motherfucking Bianca Belair. What are we talking about here? What are we doing? Like what?
Oh, the EST.
Run it.
When I said that this man is messy as fuck,
Listen, I
Y'all
can't
didn't
even play
believe-
tonight.
Run
Gentlemen,
Janelle is the smartest.
Gentlemen, who is currently the best all-around wrestler in the world? Kenny Omega, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Will Ospreay, or Jon Moxley? Who is currently the best all-around wrestler in the world?
Now, if you said it's like the best bleeder, of course we'll say Moxley. All around.
No. Let's debate about this. Let's talk about this real quick. So,
Okay, talk to me.
There's no debate about
it's definitely not
about it,
Roman. It's definitely not Roman Reigns because I'm not acknowledging that.
He don't wrestle. For you to have an answer, so no.
He's the head of the table.
Can I talk to my friend right here? Okay, so
Not
my table.
I'm your friend though, right?
excuse you.
I'm your friend now, right?
Talk about your table. This is my table. I'm Jesus here. Now now I think. Wait a minute. What was the choices again?
Omega,
Yep.
Roman,
Reigns.
Ospreay,
No.
Rollins, and Moxley.
Rollins.
Seth, yeah.
I gave you
Seth.
the answer.
Shut up, Janelle.
I did.
How did you?
Hold on.
Also, I do got to acknowledge Stefan in the comments. How did you leave Okada out of this list, or Switchblade for that matter?
No, he's no.
Yeah.
New Japan people.
Yeah, no. I don't.
He's
I don't
he's
like-
overseas.
I don't
He's
feel like
overseas.
they're bigger than any of the wrestlers I named. Like, not bigger. Ladies, I think I asked y'all the spiciest questions. What company will end first? AEW, Impact, Ring of Honor, NWA, or NXT? Which company will end first?
Chris got the Stevie Ray look on his face.
I am
Damn.
waiting for Suzette's fucking answer. I am waiting for.
I know. Suzette looking like she want. Suzette looking like she want to come over there and whoop All-Star ass right now.
Did you really put out the Dr. Seuss, my nigga? Like,
What company will end first? AEW, Impact Wrestling, Ring of Honor, NWA, or NXT? Which company will end first?
Yeah.
What ended first? In that
Like,
way?
what company will ultimately close its doors first out of the 5 that were just named?
Jesus Christ.
Why is he doing this to y'all?
Oh. I just can't.
ROH
Oh, okay.
and AEW.
And AEW, yeah! Yeah, Janelle!
No, I said then.
Also,
Oh, then get spicy, yes.
yeah. Also,
If
you
Impact
got
was
your
ended
wife
by now,
calling you out now.
shit is not going.
Like, listen.
Hold on, Suzette got an answer? Hold on,
Billy-
Suzette.
Thing with NWA and understands that YouTube is the place for that. So, but yeah.
Suzette's really reading the word. I can't be mad at that. She in the word of God, and that's real. I want y'all to-
I swear she's my favorite librarian tonight. Just want to shout out, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, that's because All Stars having the devil of a time up here.
He is.
It's horrible. Next
That actually
category.
wasn't a bad question. Like
Thank
when you
you.
really think about it.
Thank
Actually
you.
was.
Next category, we're gonna start with the fellas. We're gonna run through this. We did Fight Forever Attack. Now we're gonna do Rate This Wrestler. You're gonna rate each wrestler from 0 to 10, and if you want to tell us why, go ahead and tell us why. Gentlemen, you are first. Shelton Benjamin.
Damn.
Wait, before you answer, Chris, he's definitely in the category like Bobby.
No, because somebody's named Mandigo, so he's already a 10.
So why you
Shelton
had to get
Benjamin.
this started?
Okay. I'm be.
What do y'all rate Shelton Benjamin?
This is an overall question, right? All Star.
Is
Yes.
this overall?
Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
overall.
Let me
0 to
ask
10.
this: what year?
Right now. Right now.
Oh, right now. Oh, you can't really judge Shelton on right now.
You don't watch Main Event?
Nobody.
That's-
Do you?
I didn't even know it was still a show.
Well, yeah. Now they're really using it again to get people prepared to get on the main. When Raw was just here in Brooklyn, I was tight. I low-key missed the main event. Carmelo Hayes versus Cedric Alexander happened, and I was upset I missed that. And then Shelton Benjamin's been tagging. So
let's answer this. Let's answer this question real quick.
I'll let you get this one, and I'll get the next one.
That's fine. I'll give it a 1 for effort.
Oh, wow. The Golden Boy got a 1. The Golden Standard
Gold
got a
standard,
1.
dude.
All right.
In the world, it's like 10 being good or bad.
10 being good.
Like,
Yeah,
with
awesome.
Um,
Yeah, I had to. Okay, so I had to give it a 1 because like Sheldon hasn't really did anything since his departure of the Hurt Business, and I guess he's teaming up with R-Truth now, but he's haven't really did anything. So like I can't really rate him. He's too old to rate.
Okay. Ladies, Orange Cassidy.
oh,
Wow, I could have got that one. Fuck.
what you would have said?
Janelle said what you would have said,
What
Chris.
you would have said?
Huh? Oh, this don't got nothing to do with me. Nothing.
No, this one. What you would have rated him?
Who me? Oh, but this not my turn, sweetheart.
Heard you.
All right, time's money.
What are you rating them?
I like one.
So what do you say, Suzette? You like them? What's the number? I need a number.
Janelle got it.
Oh, Janelle got it.
Representative of the ladies night side.
Something like that.
I would give him a 6.
A 6. Oh,
That's pretty low, but whatever.
that's mid. You called him
Yeah.
mid.
I don't think we're friends anymore.
Also,
Janelle.
you were missing a scarf when you were saying it.
Wait,
I don't think-
All right, what is it?
Orange Cassidy don't talk on the mic. So for me, promo, he don't talk like that. So I can't, but the in-ring, Orange Cassidy, like I've seen it on before he got on AEW. So like he could go.
Okay.
So it's not even like a thing of like he doesn't connect, but it's the
And he's old.
But it's just like Orange Cassidy talks. It's just like,
it's just this.
it's just whatever, dude. Like, that's just
You stupid.
Good one. Gentlemen, Mercedes Martinez.
Who?
Mercedes Martinez.
Chris.
I'm sorry. Was I
Give her
supposed to know
eight.
her?
I'll give her
It's-
eight.
Red Flag said 8?
No, T.O. said 8.
I give her a 0 because I don't know her.
Wow.
Champion. The ass.
Oh,
That's
okay. Well,
why.
ladies, it's
Janelle.
okay.
Thank you, Janelle.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna let Suzette answer this one. Nyla Rose. Ladies, Nyla Rose between 0 and 10.
I like her. But I feel like I'm not in a position to rate anybody if I haven't watched them. I feel like I'm not gonna rate them.
That is such a political question, a political answer. I love it though. I love it though.
She just found her piece in the
Because you
word.
pulled it a little earlier.
Janelle, you watched her. Nyla Rose, 0 to 10.
See, it's so hard. I've seen Pindies.
Not
I've
you
seen her-
too.
Train. I would give. I feel like it's biased though, but I would give a 7.
Okay.
They did her. They did her wrong with that title, and they got to make that right. It was too scared to make her world champion and for a long time, and they need to do right by her.
I don't
I don't
think
really
Jay Cargill.
Here for the. I mean, it's cool that she's on TV for 2.5 seconds with Jay. It actually does nothing for neither one of them. So that
Hey, gentlemen.
I see how did she
Athena.
try to slide that one in there though.
Yeah, I heard it too.
Yeah.
Hey, gentlemen.
Good.
Hey, Athena, 0 to 10.
Man, 10 after she beat that girl ass. I ain't gonna lie.
I agree.
Oh, I heard that.
Thank you, Janelle. I'm with you. I'm with Janelle.
Nah, ain't no goddamn 0. She a woman.
Listen,
now.
what you need to do. Listen, Suzette, do me a favor. Your hairdresser's number or where you go get your hair done, girl, because you be looking flying hot. Give that information, then ask that question again.
Woo!
Then ladies, I'll ask you your next one. Jordan Grace.
Oh,
Whoa.
0.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm glad Derek's not watching right now.
He could watch. Send him the clip.
I know.
Oh my God, dude.
Wow.
And then tell him that he can message me.
You said 0. Fellas,
You said-
Cody
Oh, you know
Rhodes.
that Benoit line kind of.
Wait, repeat that again?
Fellas, Cody Rhodes.
A 2.
Oh.
Tio,
You don't
you
lost
would've-
your damn mind on this damn.
Why did I gave him a 2 because he ended racism. The other
Suzette
part, like
doesn't
no,
understand that one.
because
She's
like
like
number
a
one, he
2.
left. He left AEW just to go back to WWE because nobody accepted him in AEW. So that's why I gave him a 2.
No, he went because he knew this shit Titanic. It's Titanic.
I said what I said. I said what I said.
And I did too.
I said what I said.
Do you agree, T.O.? Like he said a 2.
I'm over here stressing, y'all.
For what? It's an easy answer. The fuck?
It's a top
It's
of the
not.
it's a top of the 7th. And
Yes,
it's
I know this.
Oh my god, you wasn't
Seriously?
worried about fucking. You know, I need you to get
What's the
focused.
score?
Fuck that.
What's
What
the
5-5.
score for the game?
no,
Yeah,
it's 6-5.
now.
It's 6-5, top of the 5th with 2 outs, runners on 3rd and 2nd.
It's top of the 7th, man.
The Yankees are losing.
Oh, so that's
Okay,
why
that's
you
what I needed to
depressed.
know. That is
Okay.
sad.
Listen, Chris, I'm sorry, you got a lot of New Yorkers on here. All right,
So
2
that's
more
okay,
wrestlers.
So,
2 more
so-
wrestlers, and
Okay.
then I'll close the questions. And then I got 2 closing questions. So, ladies, rate Dominic Mysterio.
Should have gave that to Chris.
No, I want no. This is your turn. While you sitting there, you talk
Because
about
I
give
would've
them
been
an equal opportunity. No. Answer the question. Answer the question.
Yeah, by the way, Stephen, you right. Yeah, Kent would have definitely gave Cody a 20. Shout out to
Dominic-
Bryce and Wolfpack.
Dominic Mysterio. Suzette looked like she had an answer, but you said a 5?
Never wrestle.
Okay. And fellas, to end it off, CM Punk.
Speaking of wrestlers, Dark Kent would have give it 20 or higher too.
I think me and T.O. is going to be. I think we're going to agree on this one. I will give him a 3.
Yeah. I mean, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with it. Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
All right.
His whole year was totally fucked up. So yeah.
All right. Last 2 questions.
Last 2 questions. This is for both parties, and we're out of here. Thank you so much for playing the game. I've enjoyed it.
Yes.
Answers
I
have been
enjoyed it.
amazing. This is for everybody. These last 2 questions. First question: who should dethrone Jade Cargill? Who should beat her? Who should beat her?
Nobody.
Hey, go keep sweat with this one.
Nobody. I think it should be nobody. Nobody. And she should be able to hold. Nobody. And she should be able to hold both titles.
I agree. Yeah, I think she really should go after the women's championship, and she should like go on a God mode. I mean, she's already stormed, so you might as well might as well put the belt on her. I mean,
like I said, the TBS title kind of feeling more relevant than the.
It doesn't
AEW.
kind of feel more relevant. It is the title.
I mean, because like
of
honestly,
AEW
like
right
really, no one really gives a fuck about Toni Storm right now. It's like she's a placeholder. That's basically what she is.
And whose
I hate
fault
to
is
say
that?
that, but that's
Whose fault
Tony's
is that?
fault, sweetie. That's Tony's
Mhm.
fault.
So who should beat her? We're saying nobody. Janelle, Suzette, any takes?
I think it's somebody.
Where do I begin?
Someone like who?
Now that would give that wow factor. Like if they pick the I mean, like, gotta. I say keep it on her. I mean,
No, Janelle, that leaves you to give us this take. I feel like you're gonna say a name, and I'm proud of you already. I want you to know who should dethrone Jade Cargill.
Honest,
Who?
because they haven't
exclusive.
they haven't really built a story outside of what's going on right now. They missed the opportunity with Willow, but I like that was a missed opportunity. I know they were banking on Chris Statline, so then that I think messed that up because I think that would have been the person they would have had taking the belt off of position and going into the world title picture. So they messed up because they don't have a plan happen until Chris comes back.
Build Willow.
So she should hold it to Chris Statlander. So we're getting maybe Willow, maybe Chris Statlander. That's it.
I mean, Chris
I mean,
Statlander,
I
she don't
had
come back
this
until like next year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's going for another like 8 months. So, but then once again, I think, I mean, if they pull the trigger on Nyla, I wouldn't be mad about it because then it'll the opportunity to then go for the world title. But they have to. The issue once again because and I mentioned it.
They waiting for somebody to say.
They put Jade in a box, so it's hard. And the fact that now the world title is an interim situation, so.
Okay.
But
Okay.
hopefully
What was that? I'm sorry.
I said Isla Rose played a big deal or build Willow and make it.
Oh, they finally signed. Yeah, because they did say Willow and Jade are supposed to meet again at some point, but yeah.
I definitely say circle the block and bring back Willow. Because he's a fan favorite. We love her. Last question. It's Battle of the Sexes. Last question to both parties. Who is the best up-and-coming female wrestler today? Who is the best? Who is the future of female wrestling outside of Bianca Belair? Who is the future of female wrestling?
That's hard. Because I really don't know a lot of
I'm going with Roxy. I just want to put my own take out there. I'm going with Roxy.
You say Roxanne Perez?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna piggyback off that, and I'm gonna say her and that Cora Jade girl.
Cora Jade.
Had last night on Halloween Havoc, it gave me vision Shawn Michaels wrestle at that SummerSlam.
Oh.
And to do, you know what? You guys took a real life thing, flipped it, kept it going until that moment, until that get back. So it was a really good. They told the story super well. Two of them. Yeah, honestly, what they did to Mandy is like that is phenomenal. Like, I'm very, very sorry. So, but yeah, I would say either Roxanne Perez or Cora Jade.
Suzette, who do you see as the future of female wrestling?
I don't know. Ask me that in like a month.
I would just off the strength of her abilities. I'm stuck. I'm really stuck. Sasha Banks sticks out to me still.
Okay.
Sasha is just
let him live. Let him live.
Oh, you said Liv Morgan? Oh,
Yeah.
No,
let him live.
No, it's that let you live.
No, no. Sasha has so much to give, and just her. I don't know. It's just like she's. So I think she is a natural. I just Sasha Banks is just right there. It's just a matter of what can we do outside of that box that they already put her in. You know what I mean?
The great part about female wrestling, when I ask this question, is most of them are young.
Yeah.
Like most of them are young. They're like 36 and younger for the most part across the board. So. All right, Chris.
I would say Jamie Hager.
Oh yeah,
Hater.
Jamie Hater.
Yeah.
But they won't let her be great. So good luck with them.
Yeah, because they're still gonna until they like separate her from Britt.
Willow's definitely one of them if she's right.
Yes, Willow is one of them. I agree.
Right.
All right,
Stuff
y'all.
going Tiffany Stratton.
Thank you so much. I've been your moderator, Jared Allstar. Thank you for playing along, guys. Thank you so much.
You have been great, bro. Thank you so much for that, man. All right, y'all. So we are going to wrap it up. Man, one more, one more episode next week, the 200 episode. So, um, I just wanted to say to Janelle, remember when you asked me that question about like getting to 200 episodes? I think I'm really feeling it now. Like I think this episode with the two beautiful women in here, you 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 two really just made me just like, man, like I have something to really look forward to next week. Because coming in here, I was just like, okay, but honestly, honestly, like I'm ecstatic. Like I can't wait for it. But you
As you
two,
should. Like, I mean,
yeah,
it's an
thank you.
accomplishment. It's something that most people go.
Hmm. Yeah. So, but no, we're gonna go around the room real quick for final thoughts. Janelle, since you're already on the camera, um, what's your final thoughts?
Well, let me get the whole cheap plug in right now before I give your flowers. TS Podcast, at the Job of TS Podcast on all social media platforms. We record every Thursday, give or take. You can catch us. We do viewing parties here in New York. So if you guys are in the New York area, fans, come out. We will show full gear. We will show Survivor Series. So come out for full gear because a lot of people come out for that. I think what you, Chris, is that even the founding fathers to who you have on now, I think it's tough for them to continue the podcast. I think it's needed for the community. I think it's needed for Chris is such a special human being, and I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean that because he definitely does things outside of the norm, and that's what we need. As much as he says that I encourage and I push him, he does the same for me. So I'm always just thinking of your show and what you do because we all got at the end of the day. Proud of each and every one of you, including Suzette. In the brief passings we've had, I'm not alone in this promoter stance situation and others. So I'm always here for everyone online and also viewing. You ever need is I'm here for you. So thank you.
All right. Thank you, Janelle. All right, Suzette, you are up.
Well, I guess so. Well, at Hit Club Pro on all platforms. I heard Suzette V Twitter and Suzette on Instagram. I appreciate you guys having me on here, having me and Janelle on here. It's not many of us, and it's nice to feel included and just feel comfortable. We're just all these wrestling nerds just making things happen. And, looking forward to. Y'all are awesome. Funny, very, so quickly. So, congrats to be on one time. So, and again with Janelle, I don't feel, like I have a sis over here, like someone that gets it, because what we, I could go all the story. So it's nice to know that there's another exact same thing and know how it is. And there's so many little pieces that if you're not a promoter, you know, I appreciate you guys have it on here together. I was excited when I thought she was going to do it.
Cool. Thank you so much, sweetheart. All right, Mr. Rocket Reach, you are next.
Yeah, just want to say, first of all, thank you, Janelle and Suzette, for being on the show. And that's actually ties into my final thought. There's so many things that women can do to teach in wrestling. And it's just like, don't be so dismissive of their opinions. Because whether they're a fan whether they're a wrestler or whether they're a promoter. Women can provide an insight that most men can't when it comes to professional wrestling. So try and understand what vision and their point of view, and then try and see what parts are actually right. Because a lot of times, like I said, they'll look at things a little bit deeper than we do. So don't don't just be like chauvinistic about it and say, "Oh, what do you know? You're a woman," and all that other bullshit. Because women are proven that they're starting to get a little more advanced when it comes to wrestling. And on a side on a side note, just want to say, Chris, and I thank you so much for having me on here. I am happy to be a part of the ride, and man, I can't wait for 200. And oh yeah, Bryce, bring it home and take down them cheating ass Astros. Or if somehow Yanks, if you come back TO, then me and you will battle in a couple weeks.
Yeah. Not like
All right, Mr. T.O. Go ahead.
First of all, Janelle, Suzette, thank you. Not just thank you for come on the show, but thank you for being a strong Black woman in a very, 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 I guess, in a sense, a single-minded tunnel vision industry, and you guys are breaking barriers. So thank you, and keep pushing, keep pushing the line, keep being vigilant, be up there. Like you guys have shown it, you guys deserve it. And you guys deserve your flowers, and that's the reason why I reached out to Suzette. Say, hey, I mean, it'd be an awesome opportunity, not just for you, but also for us. And then Janelle, I've heard so much great things about you through Chris and watching some of you guys' clips on Twitter, and just really diving into your mindset of the industry. So I just want to thank you, and you're like I said, you guys are paving ways for the future, tied into what Victor is doing, and it, it's to the moon now. It's to the moon, and we talked about being pushed to the moon. You women are being pushed to the moon. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And Chris, you like my slightly older big brother, man. And I only know Chris for what, going on 5 months now, if that. And you would think Chris and I know each other for years. So, hey, just keep pushing. Just keep pushing this line.
All right, Mr. T.O. All right, Mr. Babyface. I don't know why you call yourself that though, but I know your wife in the comments. She don't believe that shit.
You're probably mad as shit with the activator in your head.
No, not
the activator.
This is all original, my friend. Listen, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Y'all wouldn't understand. Y'all ain't this dark. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. I am not from Wakanda.
Listen, you wouldn't understand. You wouldn't understand. Shout out to my wife, yes, who's in the comments. Everybody else who's been watching tonight. Everybody. Thank you so much, Janelle. Thank you so much, Suzette. You both were wonderful sports. Like everybody has already said, I hope you enjoy these flowers we give you today, but we continue to keep growing. Just as African American culture, as our community that we have here in wrestling, I believe we're all going to see each other at different levels and continue to see each other at different levels. So I look forward to where everybody's going to be. And I never bring this up. And DJ Red Flags TO is a DJ, so he doesn't look it up. I'm an artist and I make music. So Jared Allstar is on all of your music platforms. Check me out. And last but not least, yes, Jared Allstar, all your music platforms. And then tell me I'm not good, and you're not going to tell me that. Last but not least, Chris, we obviously love you, bro. I'm Beefy Boy #2. Y'all should already know that from our Wolfpack days. It's Wolfpack and it's Heels for life. I'm so humbled and excited to be a part of this. 200 episodes is going to be great. I'm here for the next 200 too. I ain't going nowhere. Holla at me.
All right, cool. Great episode. We had some audio issues, but we worked through it. You know, getting ready for this podcast, like I was nervous as hell because I didn't know what to expect. You guys, ladies, y'all exceeded my expectations. I appreciate it. Suzette, thank you so much for coming on here and giving us the opportunity to get to know you. I look forward to talking to you more in the cookout. Janelle, come to the cookout. But yes, I appreciate you ladies accomplishments, what you've been doing. You're like what everybody been saying, you're trailblazers, and just keep doing what you're doing. Fuck the haters. Just remember that you do have supporters here. So yeah, that's all I really have to say. The 200 episode, y'all, it's just basically we're gonna rest and we're just gonna talk about all the good times and all the good shit. So but yes, until that time, thank you so much for coming on here. Hopefully you ladies enjoyed yourself and everybody else that was in the comments. But yeah, this is hashtag Heels for Life, episode 199. I'm your host, Mr. Team Bring It.
And I'm DJ Red Flags, the hill you love to hate.
I'm rocking Reese, the man who brings to peace.
Jared All-Star, the bearded baby face.
See you guys next week for our 200 episode. Good night, everybody. Stay safe, please.